Hello, Molly. This is a web screen capture. I just wanted to show you, this is the back office of the Lightspeed bump screen. So you want to take note of this address I've got here, lightspeed.bump-it.com.au. And I would suspect that if you put that into the browser for the first time, it will come up with a login, because I'm actually logged in as you. And if that's not, I set this up, so if that's not your Lightspeed login, please let me know, because I've got that recorded somewhere. Okay, so this is called the dashboard there. Oh, well, just go on the left here to sites and see here Bing Street. That bloom will be up there as well eventually. So Bing Street, we've got a bump. So all you're interested is looking at the device and the settings. First thing we'll look at is the settings. And every bump screen has to have what's called a filter. I don't know why, but anyway, it's a filter, and I've called it takeaway. So we can press the show all. If you had show all, it would literally show every single item in the whole shop. So we don't want that. So we've created a filter, and I've called it takeaway. Just press this and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so these screens are either what's called bump or pass. You're just dealing with bump, so just ignore the right hand side of this. See that number 6? That's where you change that to 10 if you want. And then up there press save. So I'll let you do it so you can experience. I won't do it here. So just change that to 10 or 12, whatever you want, and press save. While we're here, just have a look at some of these things. The alerts display at mobile ordering don't mean anything. Products is where we've told this particular bump screen what it's to print to its screen, right? So we've got the entire BTE group, the entire cake group, the entire coffee group, whatever that is, hot drinks and stuff. And when I was saying to Jai, when I was setting this up, I said it's so much easier if we have an entire category ticked and then we go auto add new products. The reason being, once you add a product in Lightspeed, you don't have to come back here and tick it. It's automatic, because this ticking is completely independent of the ticking for any printers in Lightspeed. It is just like a printer of bump screen, but it is obviously more advanced. Over here we've got registers, and we've said the bump works on the takeaway window iPad register. You can also select order types if you want, so it's only takeaways or what have you. But really, the only thing you're interested in is under screen, is to change that to whatever number you want, and that's how many dockets will be on the screen, and just make sure those products are correct. And then you have to press save. The other thing you want to look at here next to the Bing Street group is device. You may not need to look at it, but I just thought I'd show you. This is the device that we're allowing it to work on, the takeaway window iOS iPad. We press this little thing here, and I've just called it takeaway window, and it's a bump screen. It's not a pass screen, it's a bump screen. Don't worry about pass screens, that's a different thing. And we've said it can bump, it can hold, it can undo. I haven't ticked can combine. That's that thing where they go blue and you can combine them. If you want to do that, you've got to tick that here. I do not know what batch means, and I do not know what device independent bumping means. By the way, down the track, if you ever considered this, you can enable SMSing, which means that if you've got the mobile number of the person that ordered, it'll send an SMS to them as soon as it's bumped saying ready. But you do pay 7.7 cents for each of those texts. And you've got to set up a Stripe account and everything. But if you ever want to do that, just let me know. And printing over here is because we said we want the things to print when they're bumped. You could tick it when they're ordered if you want. You can have the whole order or every item, which means if there's 6 coffees, it'll print 6 separate little things. You can limit it by order type if you want. And there's only 2 types of size. The 80mm, which is the size of your printer, and the 40mm, which you don't have. 40mm are the new Epson printers that are sticky print. They're literally like a post-it note. McDonald's have them in a few shops, and they stick to the cup. Pretty cool thing. So any changes you make there, you go save. So just to remind you, you're back here at the home screen. If you find yourself on this dashboard, just go to My Sites on the left, and you're going to work along the Bing Street line here with device and settings. Now, I also wanted to talk to you about what you said, where if they're ordering in house and it's cappuccino large, it says cappuccino large on the one line, but you're saying on the what do you call it? The online orders, it comes through as large down the bottom, which means it can only be one thing. It's part of an option set, or it's an on-screen modifier. So if you look at Coleman's demo site here, for example, see cappuccino has got this thing here. That means it's a variant. So cappuccino large is a variant of the cappuccino and small is, and that's the way coffee should be set up. Now, that means that whatever's written here, cappuccino large, that will print on the top line in black. And I did actually, sorry, I'll just quickly go to your one here. I reckon what's happening is that when I put in the word cappuccino, I can see, I know it's a bit out of order here, but these things, because they've got this little line dash, are part of variants. So the cappuccino root item has underneath it cappuccino takeaway mug and large blah blah blah. They're all variants, but it looks like the cappuccino B2E or cappuccino B2Q are your online ones, and they're not part of any variant structure. I would imagine that large thing comes up under one of these things, possibly one of these option sets, possibly size, small, large. And if that happens, that will print in small font underneath, so that's why that is happening. Now, I can't speak for the Byte business. I don't know that structure, but with Lightspeed ordering, the same structure carries over perfectly, and you don't need any duplicate menu structure. That's one of the great things about Lightspeed ordering. I'm not trying to sell that to you because you're so far advanced with the Port Macquarie people, but with Lightspeed ordering, I'll just give you a little quick glimpse of what that looks like. Just 1 second. My demo site has online ordering linked to it. And so under products, which is probably something you don't have at the moment. Come on. You'll see a thing up here called online products. So first and foremost, you just do the one menu structure. That's it. Any changes are done in Lightspeed, that's it. You don't have to change anything online. But you do have this slight modification if you want. So under online products, this is slow internet in Coonamble here, sorry. Oh, come on. You get this little thing which gives you a very primitive view of what it's going to look like online with a tablet or with a iPad or PC. And you can modify it from here. Like, for example, we might not want on-tap beers to be sold. So all we have to do is untick that, and on-tap beers won't be sold online. You also have the benefit of giving customer-friendly online names. The category is okay, but I'll show you. Like within, let's have a look at within wine. So within wine, I've just called it house red wine internally, but online I've got, you can give descriptions. Like, you can be quite advanced. Like if you were selling something like a smoothie, your description could be, it contains watermelon, strawberries, blah, 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 200 mils, all that sort of stuff. So here's an example of internally, I've just called it Wolf Blass Shiraz Cab, but that does, to the customers online, I'm calling it Wolf Blass Shiraz Cabernet. And then you can literally put the same sort of crap you get on the back of wine bottles here, like a smooth, I copied this from that bottle, a smooth, medium bodied red, blah, 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 blah. And you can even adjust purely for online the variants. So internally it's just called Wolf Blass Shercab Glass, but online it's going to be called Wolf Blass Shiraz Cabernet Glass 150 mils. So that's just one, and it just automatically syncs daily, or you can do it manually if you like, to the online stuff. It's just very convenient how you're only working in the one system. You don't even need to fiddle around with the online ordering. I just thought I'd give you a sneak peek of that.